Welcome to the highly anticipated 2024 Nissan Z. With plenty of power and cutting-edge features, this performance model sits at an MSRP of roughly $53,000. Stick with us as we show you why this sports car is a true icon in the making.
Hey, welcome back to Spools and Pulls, guys. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Sage.
And today we've got a brand new Nissan Z, and you're seeing this thing in yellow with the performance package.
Nissan has lent us this car. We've decided to take it down to Atlanta for Z Nationals, and we're gonna get to drive this car and really experience it.
We're gonna be leaving Nashville, cutting through the mountains near Chattanooga, going south through Georgia, stopping by BUC-EE'S, and the track day is gonna be at the Atlanta Motorsport Park, followed by the second day of Z Nationals at Z1 Motorsports.
We will be bringing this into the show and also getting Z owners' opinions on the new Z. We're gonna have them sit in it and give us their opinions on the interior, exterior, and the engine. We think it'll be cool to kind of see what older Z owners think of the brand new Z. So before we get into our trip, we're gonna go over our review of the new Z. What you're seeing here is a performance package Z, which means front and rear spoilers, 19-inch rays, and the Nissan Akebono front and rear brakes.
In red.
In red.
Not to be confused with the yellow brakes that come on the Proto.
So this is equipped with the VR30, the same engine carried over from the Q50 and Q60 Red Sport, and it makes 400 horsepower. And this specific one, we have a 6-speed manual transmission. You can also opt for the 7-speed automatic. This one comes with a carbon fiber drive shaft, which is standard in the performance model.
So aside from the yellow paint, what is some of the first things that really stand out to you on the exterior here?
This Katana is super, super iconic. The taillights call back to the 300ZX a lot, which I think it's cool because that was the first Turbo Z that they ever did. A lot of people are saying, you know, the front grille is a little I think it still gives it an aggressive look. The Z has very, you know, sharp body lines, and I think the grille kind of speaks to that.
If I was a Z owner, first thing I would do, coilovers.
Yeah, coilovers right off the bat, which there's obviously going to be a huge community behind doing that.
Would you have liked anything to be carbon fiber on this though?
I think that if they had included stock carbon fiber, maybe eliminate the need for the aftermarket support.
Having the carbon fiber accents, like maybe if this was carbon fiber, right? If the rear spoiler wasn't color matched, but carbon fiber, you know, little things like that, I think could have been cool, but maybe the design choice was, hey, they want to kind of keep it a retro vibe. As opposed to something more modern, like BMW would be shooting for example.
Yeah, Nissan's definitely shot for a retro callback, and I think the Nismo will be that more track-focused carbon fiber kind of car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what, Sage?
What's up?
We've been talking too much.
We've been talking too much.
We're gonna drive it tastefully.
Tastefully drive
through Natchez Trace. So stick around through this next cinematic and we'll get right into it, okay?
Let's go.
Super exciting to be in this Z officially. The 2024 Nissan Z Performance. Wow, what a pull.
What a spool. It does spool. So this is obviously a stick shift. I feel like it could be sharper. I've driven a Nismo before. I've driven a few Nismos in the past. And I feel like this could be sharper, but obviously I'm comparing it to a Nismo, which I'm assuming the new Nismo will be sharper in every way.
Yeah, with its automatic only option.
Oh yeah, hopefully they do a manual. If you're just now getting into driving stick, or if you buy this as your first stick shift car, then it'll be easy to drive. If you have a general idea of how to drive stick, this will be easy to drive. It does auto rev matching when you downshift. So you don't have to flip the throttle or anything like that to downshift. So we're gonna send it. The interior doesn't, in my opinion, look that sporty. Like I mean, obviously it has a stick shift, but it looks like just a newer Nissan interior.
Right.
Which I just think the old Zs had a more sporty looking interior. The seats around corners and stuff, these seats don't hug you that much. Like, they really don't. Like, that plus, you know, everyone's complaint is that the suspension is soft, which it is, and I've felt it already.
Right. I don't recall what it's like on the passenger side of the Q60, but on the driver's side, there's also the option to have the seats hug you more or less as well.
Yeah, which that's obviously not an option here.
Right.
Which the Nismo may have that, but
you know what it does have?
What does it have?
An automatic transmission.
Oh, hopefully Nissan, if you watch this somehow, please do
Nissan. I know it's not the Nismo, obviously. Would have been kind of cool if there were, like you said, just some sportier aspects to it. I mean, as much as the steering wheel, like
the steering wheel, not the sportiest it could be, I think. Yeah.
I'm kind of torn. I actually kind of dig the infotainment aspect of it, at least. Like, it looks really clean, and it's just like two big screens. You know, so it's kind of, when you look at the car from the outside, you definitely get a lot of retro vibes. But then inside, the infotainment kind of gives me a more futuristic vibe with everything being digital.
And as we continued to discuss how Nissan gave us a sports car that pays homage to its roots while embracing the future, we took the Z on the open road as we cruised down south through Chattanooga while making a quick pit stop at BUC-EE'S on the way to Atlanta.
What's up, guys? We are here at Z1 Motorsports, and we are grabbing Z owners who haven't sat in the new Z, giving them a tour and letting them see what the inside's like and giving their opinions on it. So let's grab somebody. So being a taller gentleman, how well do you fit in it?
I actually fit in it pretty well, actually. It's snug, but it's not uncomfortable at all.
How does the clutch position feel for your left leg?
Pretty good, actually. Really good.
So what's your opinion on the looks of the new Z?
I feel on the outside they did an amazing job, but on the inside I feel like they could have done a little bit better on the internal stuff.
What do you think of like the big center screen right there?
Ooh, I think it looks way better compared to the, the old triple gauge. I think.
Are you glad they kept the 3 gauges up top though?
Yes, thank God, because I hated how I think the 350 had the time. Or no, that's the one my Z has the time. Waste of a gauge, way better.
What do you think of the new engine that they put in it though?
50-50, it's a great idea, but it's not the best, but there's room for improvement. It's a great platform, so much to do with it, the tuning capability,
So, in terms of power, do you think this thing needs more or less?
I think because it having a twin turbo setup gives the person that owns it an opportunity to add the power accordingly, right? And this is what made this Nissan Z so special, is because of the turbo option versus the 350, 370. Again, amazing car, great sound, and really the update that they've done into it has really kind of caught up to the rest of everybody else, right? But yeah, I'm super pumped with the new Z. But yeah, I can't wait until a lot of these high performance companies start tuning these vehicles and extract as much power as they can out of it. But yeah, I think it's amazing. The sound, the performance, the suspension is really set up accordingly, right? Again, it's a vehicle that can be modified. So if you want to do bigger brakes, better suspension, hey, it's there for you. Now you have the power. The body is a representation from different generations of Z, all combined to form this Z. This is hands down the best.
Well, thank you for giving your opinion on it, sir. So we're here with Jake from State Farm, and he's going to tell us about the 400Z. Go!
Well, it looks nice. I like the yellow.
Jake, tell me what you think about the interior of this compared to your 370.
It's like an updated 370. Everything else is the same except for I have sat nav that's from 2016.
What do you think about the looks of this car compared to the 370 especially?
370 is way more aggressive than this, for sure.
Do you think that the Nismo is going to be worth the money?
Hell yeah.
Why is that?
better suspension. The kit that comes with it's like $20,000. It's gonna be just like the other Nismos, which is a very stark difference than driving a stock 370.
After gathering opinions on the new Z from other 350 and 370 owners at Z Nationals, it was finally time to share our take on the driving experience, design nuances, and whether or not this modern-day marvel lives up to the hype.
Well, here we are, Sage. We're outside of our Airbnb. 1 week with the Z.
If you buy one, I recommend the stick shift. It is much more of a driver's feeling.
I think I would probably still prefer an auto with paddles.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at something like the numbers between, the manual versus the auto Z.
Yeah.
And we're talking 4.5, I believe 4.5 second on the manual versus 4 seconds on the auto, which just goes to show just how quick that shifting and everything is set up. Crazy how much attention this car was getting on the back roads, at the gas stations.
Oh yeah, I think the color really does do it. I mean, it has some sharp looks, but this color definitely has some attention appeal to it for sure. Let's talk about this wonderful interior that we both have gotten to spend a lot of time in. I have grown to really like this interior. I'm a tall person and I fit in here really, really well. A lot of new cars have so many controls in the center dash. They kept it simple with this. It's 3 knobs for essential AC stuff, and then simple buttons all in one line that all you would ever need is just these few buttons. And below the infotainment, we also have these 2 leather padding pieces right here, which is actually really, really nice for tall people.
Bose sound system is great.
It does sound good.
Yeah,
it does.
I'm sure you were probably blasting some Drake or something.
Probably.
And how about these gauges?
Those are awesome. I'm so glad that they kept those and integrated turbo information up there as well. We have a digital dash, 12.3 inches, and it is customizable, as you can see here. You can go to change meter view and you can go to sport, normal, or enhanced. How do you feel about these seats though?
No, seats are comfortable and for long trips. Good stuff.
I think this is a really good road trip sports car.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely a very good road trip
And the
sports
Nismo
car.
is going to help fill the void for the more track-ready
Yeah.
aspect of things.
Yeah, I think so.
Be sure to like this video and subscribe to Spools and Pulls to see more amazing cinematic car reviews that you will not find anywhere else on the internet at all, ever.
We hope to see you in the next video.
Sponsored by
No one.
Go, Jake, go. Go, Jake, go. Clean them wheels. Kind of reminds me of a stock Q60.
Yeah?
A certain stock Q60 that's no longer stock.
Maybe even like a Red Sport.
Oh my God, look at that cute squirrel.
Go, get your nuts.